Shalom family, KARADYAH here. Today I wanted to do a video that I call The Path to Your Factory Reset. In this video I'm going to give you 7 steps that helped me along my journey to factory resetting my life, my body, my mind, my soul. Now, the reason why I'm calling this a factory reset is because I want you to think of it like this. We were made. You didn't make yourself. The Most High made you. I don't care what anybody tells you. The Most High made you. And it's like we were made in a factory. Let's think of it that way. Whenever you were made, just like your toys, just like your radio and your computer, whatever, you came with a set of instructions that you are supposed to follow in order for you to move smoothly. These rules and these directions, these bullet points were given by the Most High, and if you follow them, then you will be able to move smoothly. Your gears will move smoothly. Everything that is inside of this thing that we call us, it will move smoothly, from your brain to your heart to your body to everything that you influence around you. Anything that is matter that is around you, you can influence it if you factory reset what you have going on inside of your mind, your body, and your soul. Okay. The first thing that I did was I surrendered. I was at a point in my life where I was looking like this, and that wasn't cool. I surrendered to the Most High. Whatever you may consider Him, I can't make you believe in anything that I believe in, but I know that most people believe in a higher power. Yah, Psalm 68 and 4. That's my higher power. The one that everybody else calls God. He has a name. A lot of people in other cultures, Jewish people, they call him Yahweh, Yahuwah. I'll call him Yahweh. Okay, now that that's established. I surrendered. And at the time I was calling him God, and I said, God, I'm tired of this. I was drinking myself to death. I was in a motel room with no money. Nobody was really dealing with me too much, and I was just in a relationship that was just spiraling, that was over a long time ago. I was in a state of mind that I was tired of being in. I had been homeless at least 5 times, sleeping on somebody else's sofa within a 6 to 7 year period. Not that it was a long period of time that I was doing this, but sometimes it was. Sometimes I would be on somebody else's sofa or sleeping on their floor. You know, it was bad. So I went to the Most High and I surrendered myself, and I let Him know I repented. See, a lot of people think that repenting means to apologize. That's not what repentance is. Repentance is whenever you repent, there's a feeling that comes with it. You're breaking down and you're saying, I'm sorry. You're showing that your heart is sorry. Your mind is apologizing. Your body is apologizing. Your energy, your youth is apologizing for what you did. You're showing extreme remorse whenever you surrender and whenever you repent, and that's what I did. So they lifted up a heavy burden, or started to lift a heavy burden up off of me for things that I have been suffering with for years. That started me on my journey. The next thing that I did was I stopped. Um, I listened to a lady a few years ago in a blog. I used to have terrible anxiety attacks, and she was telling me how to stop these anxiety attacks. The first step of this process was to stop. And I was thinking, it's not that easy to just stop doing something. It's not that easy to just stop your mind from going somewhere, when actually it is. All you have to do is stop. What do I mean by I stopped? I stopped going in the motion of destruction. A lot of people get caught up in their own mess, and whenever the Most High is calling them, whenever they're having that feeling inside of them, whenever they're going to touch that hot fire and something is saying, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot, they're doing their own thing. They're not stopping. It's easy for you to stop speaking negatively, because whenever you speak it, it's coming back to you negatively. It's easy for you to stop putting things inside of your body that's going to kill you. Addictions are a little bit different, but if it's something that I can stop going to the store and buying, like, for instance, if I had ulcers and I was steady piling jalapenos in my stomach, I can stop that. I stopped doing what was destructive in my life. I just stopped. I stopped talking to people who was giving me a hard time. I stopped eating food that was wrong. I stopped. I just stopped dead in my tracks. And I saw that my life continued to go on, even though I stopped with no explanation to anybody. I just quit doing what I was doing. Okay. The next thing that I did was, since I went to the Most High and I surrendered to Him, I started to dig into His Word. I started to go to Him and ask Him for things, because He said, ask and you shall receive. But I didn't know about the relationship part. I didn't know that if we seek Him out, seek His face, like we're really trying to see Him, find out what's going on with Him. Who is He? Is He a He? Does He have a body? Did He make this universe? Is He this universe? Is He this air? What is He? Who is He? And why is He? I needed to know that in order to be centered. You can sit around and meditate all day long, and a lot of people think that it's going to change their lives, but you got to be centered with the one. If you want to call Him the universe, then that's what you do. If you want to call Him pure energy, then that's what you do. If you want to call Him the main life force that drives all life forces, then that's what you do, as long as you are sending the glory to the right one. It's not for me to tell you that. But I started to dig into Him. I started to read different things, to search out different things. But I had to learn how to use discernment to keep me from being led astray into something that will cause confusion. Because He said that He will allow a strong delusion to come on us. That He is going to allow a stronger delusion to come on us. But if you're willing to listen and to hear, then you won't be affected by that strong delusion. If you have itchy ears and you into this and into that and trying to grab this and trying to grab that, then you'll be confused. And that's the road that I didn't want to go into. So I got real close to Him, and I just started talking to Him like He was my friend, the same way I'm talking to you right now. You got to deal with real life things the way real life things come to you. And there's nothing that's more real than the Most High. Dig into Him. The fourth thing that I did was I started to dig into me. I started to find out what it was that I really liked and what it was that I just kind of liked. What could I do without, and what did I have to have in my life? I started going into things that I was interested in, and I would search them all the way out. Okay, the first thing that I did was, and a lot of people don't agree with this, but I'm not a witch. I don't do sorcery. I live by my Bible, which also happens to be a history book for the tribe of Judah, which all Negroes come from. Okay, I started to dig into a book called The Only Astrology Book That You'll Ever Need. The reason why I started reading this book is because I met my husband. I met him on Facebook. I'm a Pisces, he's a Cancer, and we were friends for a while. We talked this and that, and I've always been intrigued by the zodiac, but I didn't want to worship those things. I didn't want to be into things that I had no business into. But I realized that people who are on these zodiac symbols, up under these zodiac symbols, it's just a group of people born on the same day, the same month, same time, year, up under when the moon was in this place in the sky. We just have similarities. We act alike. That's all it is to me. It's not that serious. But this book helped me to dig into who my husband was as his nature, and also myself. So I've always been a people person. I can talk to anybody. This helped me to get that under control. This helped me to know who to associate with, how to handle people. And as I got towards the end of this book and time progressed, I started digging into things like, how do I make things manifest in front of me that I need to manifest? Because in church they taught us that we should speak it into existence, and the Most High also said this: if you can speak it into existence, if you're in line with his divine will for you, you can speak things into your life and they will manifest in front of you with no problem. And this is something else that I was interested in, so I started digging more into that. I didn't want anything natural going on in my life. Everything that I had going on and that I wanted to come into fruition for me, I wanted it to be on the spiritual plane. So that's what I started digging into. I started finding out what is it about me that is attracting the wrong man. What is it about me that is giving these men a hard time? What is it about me that makes them not see me as beautiful? And at the time, I didn't look anything like what I look now. My health was not the same. I was deteriorating, so I needed to find out who KARADYAH was. And at the time, I was called KARADYAH because that is my birth name. But I also received a name change. I prayed to the Most High, Father, give me a name. Give me a Hebrew name where my people came from, a name that references you, Yah. If my people who are called by my name, his name is Yah. KARADYAH is my name. It means Yahweh has my back. Because he let me know that no matter what I go through, may it be good or bad, he has my back and he's going to have my back. He's shown me that so many times. We're going to talk about that later on. But I started digging into me. As I started digging into me, I discovered so many things. I discovered how I like for people to talk to me, how I like for them to treat me, what kind of man I wanted to deal with. I don't care if it was my daddy, my uncle, my cousin. If you were a man, I was trying to figure out what kind of individuals I wanted to keep around in my life, that the Most High desired for me to keep in my life. Whenever it came to women, it was the same way. If you did not stand up to these standards, and they weren't very high standards, but if you didn't stand up to these standards, then we couldn't deal at that time, because I was trying to find me. That was a main part of my prayer. Father, what am I here for? Why am I going through this? What am I supposed to be doing? My goodness, please tell me something. Started digging into me. The next thing that I did was I changed my food. I changed my surroundings, and I changed my influences. Okay, number one, food. People, you are not supposed to eat pig. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you justify it. If you believe in God and you believe in Jesus, Jesus said, until heaven and earth pass away, the law is still going to be here. The law still stands. Whenever he came to fulfill the law, not to do away with it. Now, I go and I look up these words and I know what they mean, so I know what these scriptures mean. You have to do your own research. You can't go by what mama and daddy told you, because this is not a church issue. This is your life depends on this. The Most High is not going to necessarily send you to hell for you eating pork, but you will get sick. You will be sick. You will stay sick. You will feel sick. Your blood pressure is going to be up. You're going to be fat. You're going to retain water. You're going to have headaches. It's not good for you. It's unclean. That was the number one thing that I had to let go. Pork. Whenever I stopped eating pork, my mind started to work differently. I could think clearly. I don't know if you understand what your food, what kind of influence your food has on you. Let me give you an example. And I thank the Most High for doing this for me. I stopped eating pork and I stopped eating snacks. Whenever I would go grocery shopping, it was only me. So I would probably spend like $25. And inside of my cart was a bunch of vegetables, water, and chicken, fish, or beef. I didn't eat a lot of beef, but those were the things that I bought. Whenever I started to do this, I was 226 pounds in July of 2016. It is 2018 now. Today is May the 29th. The last time I checked, I was 183 pounds. So I think that I may be like 175 now. And my hair has gone from being this long, and I had an afro puff, by the way. I had an afro puff. So my hair came maybe about this far down my back whenever I straightened it. It was pretty, it was curly, but it would not grow. From 2011 to 2011 to 2016, my hair might have grown 4 inches. So I twisted it up. Whenever I twisted it up, it was this long. My hair has grown this long from 2016 to 2018. See, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's almost bra strap me. I literally have maybe about 3.5 inches before my hair is to my bra strap. My food changed everything. My thoughts started coming more clearly. My stomach stopped hurting. I thought I couldn't get pregnant. Whenever I changed these things, my body changed and I got well. I got pregnant within a month and a half of me being with my husband. I was pregnant because I changed my food, my mind, my thoughts, my influences, and my surroundings. Okay, surroundings. How did I change my surroundings? I was surrounded by people who, I'm not going to say they didn't love me, because I still associate with some of them now, and I love them. And anybody who knows me knows that I am a lover of people. I love people. I can't help it. But anyway, the people that I was dealing with, they weren't themselves in the places that they wanted to be in. And we were younger. Not kids, but younger. But anyway, um, my living situation wasn't good. Where I was shopping at was bad. They were giving us rotten food, bad food. I was going and eating fast food all the time. I was going and trying to mix and mingle in areas where I need not be. If I gotta duck and dive whenever I come around you, I don't need to be there. I changed my surroundings, my influences. Again, the 5 people that you spend most of your life with is what your life is gonna look like. Right now, my life looks beautiful. I may not have everything that other people might want, but I can tell you this. My life is beautiful. I have completely transformed my mind, my body, and my soul through the Most High, because I changed my influences, my surroundings, and my food. My life has completely changed to a completely different frequency. And people are wondering how and why and what did you do to get on this frequency? Those are the 3 things that I did as far as changing the things that I could immediately put my hands on: my food, my influences, and my surroundings. The 6th thing that I did was I stopped caring. If you know me, I'm the one who cares about the dog, the cat, the fish, everybody. I will do and give my last. I will do whatever I can, however I can, but I had to stop doing that. And this happened whenever I was 28 years old. For those of y'all who don't know, I got cut up whenever I was 18 years old. I don't know if you can see, but I have this scar here, and also on my arm right here, you know, got in a fight. And that changed the course of my life. For 10 years I was down. When I turned 28 years old, I got a pep talk that let me know people are using you. People are deliberately manipulating your mind, talking about me, because you care. Because you care if they're upset with you for not watching their kids. You care if they're upset with you for not feeding their children or feeding them or coming whenever they call you. But whenever you call them, they don't want to hear you. They don't even come around. Stop caring. Whenever you have somebody on your Facebook page that's nagging you, oh, you this and you that, thank you very much. Block, delete, goodbye. If your mama blowing up your phone, you this and you that and you ain't this and you ain't that, and block, delete, goodbye. Now, you honor your mama and your mother and your father so that your days upon this earth can be long, but you do not have to hear their mess. And the Most High did not say that they have to be in your life. You don't have to deal with them, but you do have to honor and respect them. You can live a set apart life and not have to deal with any of your family, because once you become set apart, you're going to lose a lot of your family. You got to stop caring. You got to care more about what the Most High says and what He thinks and what He does, and also your well-being, the way you feel, the way you look. You're not going to become self-centered, but you're going to become self-aware. You're going to become more aware of yourself and your needs and your wants than you are about Johnny Beanstalk. They're not going to be there with you forever. Whenever you leave this earth, you leaving this earth by yourself. You and the Most High are what matters. You got to stop caring. If your auntie is telling people that you're this and you're that, and your brother and your sister talking about you, they're giving you a hard time, they're coming and knocking on your door, giving you a hard time, lock the door, close the blinds, turn the TV up loud, and stop caring. Who cares about what they think and what they care? It does not matter. Okay? Stop caring. You put your focus on what the Most High has for you, what you are interested in, and you'll see that you'll start to heal. Stop caring about that other stuff. Just cut it off. I don't care if you've been crying all week long for something that one of your parents said to you. Who cares? Get over it. Leave it alone. Dust it off. Block them. Turn off the phone. Unplug it. You are an adult and you have a life to live, and they do not control it. The Most High does, and you have the ability to control what direction you go in. Stop caring. I love all my people, but I don't care about the mess. I don't care about their opinions. I care about their hearts, their souls. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Stop caring. Just instantly. Don't stop tomorrow. Stop right now. If you got somebody that's steady coming on your Facebook page, they in your inbox and they bothering you, who cares? Bye. Deuces. Shalom to them. Shalom means peace. You sending them wishes of peace. Shalom to them. Holla at you. Peace to you. Peace with the Most High. See you later. Until next time. I'm not telling you to throw nobody away unless they're a terrible influence in your life. But I'm telling you to stop caring. The word stop has to become your foundation of change. Stop. Just stop. Because you don't have to be involved in it. Just stop. And start saying, who cares? Oh, girl, your auntie came to me the other day and told me you ain't took care of them children. You ain't washing them. Who cares? Praises to the Most High. Shalom. I'll holler at y'all later. Go on about your life. And the last thing that I did was I stopped talking so much and I started listening. Now, this might not be something that is easy for a lot of people, but you might not have the best self-control in certain issues, but you can control your mouth. And the word tells you to learn how to control your tongue. Bring every thought into subjection. Because the Most High is about to start controlling your life. Once you start to reach this point to where you're starting to, went through all the other things, you need to stop talking and you need to listen. Whenever you start listening to things, you're going to see a lot of things that are different. You're going to see how people act. You're going to hear the murmurs of people in public. You'll start hearing birds chirping. You'll start hearing where things are coming from. You'll start seeing more clearly. Your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your nose, all of these things work together. Shut your mouth and open your ears. Whenever you start doing this, you'll realize that not only these ears work, but you can hear things in the inside of you, and your eyes will help you perceive things that you would have perceived, that you think you would have perceived better if you heard it with your ear. Now let me explain to you what I mean by that. I had this person that I used to deal with, and they were bad, just a sour patch. Bad for me. I'm not going to say a bad person, but bad for me. And I was seeing them, and I was dealing with them, and I was hearing them, and I was feeling them, but I wasn't hearing exactly what was going on because I was conversing back. Every time we got around each other, I was engaging in conversation. I was engaging in the idea. Whatever they had going on, I was in it until I stopped talking. The last time I got around this person, and it was a few months that we were dealing with each other, and whenever I got around them, I stopped talking so much. I literally used to sit there and I would just be quiet. I would interact with people and I acted like my normal self, but I was quiet and my eyes started to hear what my ears couldn't hear, because they weren't presenting it to me out of their mouth. They were showing me with their eyes. They were showing me, so I had to perceive it with my eyes. Your eyes can be used as a tool to hear, but you're not necessarily hearing sound. You're going to hear from the Most High. You're going to hear from the people, and it'll make your discernment kick in, and you'll be like, did I just, is that really? I feel tried. Like, I think maybe I don't need to be in this situation anymore. Just because people taught you that you eat with your eyes, eat with your mouth, see with your eyes, and hear with your ears, it's not really that simple. Okay? You gotta close your mouth. Sit, listen, feel, hear, smell. The Most High is surrounding you. You are engulfed in Him. He is the life force that drives every life force upon this earth. In each of the 3 levels of heaven, the Most High runs that. You got to hear Him. So you got to sit down and shut your mouth. And sit down. Stop running and acting a fool and doing it. Sit down and shut your mouth and listen. Even if you in your own house, go outside. What I started doing was, I'm a country girl. I always been a tree hugger. Love flowers, birds, grass, all of that. Go out the door and sit down and listen. This can be your practice time, because everybody doesn't have the patience to meditate right off. And whenever I say meditate, there are different forms of meditation. I meditate on my word. Over music, I read my word over and over again, because the Most High says, well, in the word it says that meditation is your key to prosperity. It's so simple. All you have to do is find you some scriptures and you meditate on them. You go outside in nature quietly. You don't say anything, and you read whatever it is, and you're going to get it until you see. The reason why meditation is so successful is because it gets in you and it starts to materialize the things that you're meditating on. If you're meditating on Facebook and how Shaqualla keep on coming again in your inbox and talking about your baby daddy and how dirty your kids is and how she gonna come to your house, these things are gonna manifest in your life. Don't meditate on them. If you're meditating on fried pork chops, green beans, and yellow rice every Sunday, 3 times out the week, it's gonna start to manifest in your life. You're gonna be sick. I was on the verge of dying a few times, and a lot of people in my life don't even know this. As soon as I stopped